All right, welcome back to the First Alert Desk. Always good to be with you guys. I'm Maria Moreau. Valentine's Day is here. I don't know if you can tell by all the red across our newsroom. Really, we're celebrating the Day of Love today, but also holding an important conversation about being vulnerable. Scammers are on the rise today, especially looking at those lovebirds that are online trying to make their perfect match. So let's talk about it. Today we have the Better Business Bureau consumer expert Simone Williams here with us. Simone, this is the type of day where a lot of people are online just trying to make their Valentine's Day connection, and with that come the possibility of getting scammed.
Unfortunately, the day of love is big bank for scammers. They want to prey on the lonely, on the I don't want to call them desperate, but someone that just wants some company. And so scammers know that, and they know the quickest way to your pocket is through your heart.
Yeah, certainly. And I think the Better Business Bureau puts this perfectly. They talk about it as a romance scam, and that's usually a scam involving someone playing on those hopes and feelings of finding love. But romance scams, what exactly are they?
So romance scams is an umbrella term that we use for different types of scams like phishing, imposter websites, wrong number scams. So it's a big term, but it really just sets on the scammer is just trying to use an emotional appeal to get to your money. And so we know that uh these scammers are going to make that appeal. They'll see it's like, oh, you're looking for this, or you're looking for flowers, you're looking for rings, anything in the love department. They're going to say, all right, I'm going to create a website. I'm going to give you this look and feel like it's a legit website, and you're going to put your credit card information. You're not going to get your item, and I'm just going to disappear. So unfortunately, this is like a big time for scammers, because they know that people are in love. They're not going to use the best thinking processes of buying stuff. If you're buying something on Valentine's Day, we know the pressure, like, oh, I got to get this gift right now. And so scammers is like, oh, you want a gift? All right, we're going to give you something that you and your partner are just going to cry over.
Exactly. No,
Unfortunately.
and that's perfectly said. We talk about this umbrella term of romance scams, and so many people fall victim. I mean, just looking at 2022, over, I want to say 550, a 13% increase from 2020 of reports of just these romance scams and people falling vulnerable to it. And the reason I wanted to talk about this, it's such an important scam to be on the lookout for, because oftentimes it goes underreported because you almost feel silly for allowing yourself to believe something to be true, and it ends up being a scam.
Yes, unfortunately, people feel very embarrassed. Like, oh, I poured out my heart to this person, and for this person to do this to me. So they don't report it because, again, they are embarrassed. They don't share it with their family or friends. Sometimes these romance scams target seniors, and they definitely know that seniors are not going to report it because, again, they feel ashamed. They feel duped. How could I fall for this? I think I saw all the red flags, but unfortunately, these scammers really don't care. They're targeting of all ages, preteens, teens, young adults. It's really anybody who has a heart and that is looking or just wanting some companionship.
So let's talk about it. So we have the romance scams, which is really just this term for the different types of scams you can encounter. I know you have almost a list for us here, but one of the main ones I keep hearing about are fake websites.
Yes. So, you're going online, you're searching for that perfect gift, and scammers know that. So, what they're doing is they're lifting official photos, sales promotions, and logos directly from the website, and then with professional graphics and unbeatable prices, scammers are building attractive websites that look eerily similar to the real thing. And so what consumers are doing is they're like, oh, I want the best discount for this ring. They see a princess cut 900 carat for going for like $10. They're like, oh, I could get that. And we both know that that's not the right price for something like that. But sometimes consumers are just that anxious, and they just want to purchase it because they just can't believe that they came across this unbelievable deal. So we tell people, do your research, look on bbb.org and see if, people have fallen to the same website scam. We also see that similar methods may be used to build fake online dating platforms. You go onto your app store and you see a brand new dating app. Oh, I've been on all these other ones, they failed. Let me try this one. And what we're seeing is that these platforms that these scammers are creating are just another avenue for them to steal personal data and card information, because you can't go on these apps or websites without signing in, and sometimes they say we want to make sure that you're a legit person, so put in your banking information, which you should never do. But unfortunately, people who really just again want that companionship say, okay, I'm just going to ignore all the red flags and I'm just going to do this, because who doesn't want to say I fell in love with my perfect partner on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely can see just a feeling like, especially in a world where we're so connected online, feeling like you can find love and having that hope just be shattered in such a way that is often seen as a betrayal when you're getting scammed in such an intimate way like that. Another thing, I was reading on the Better Business Bureau website, a great resource for identifying when you might be falling victim to a scam, is running into online personas, online relationships, and often they tell you they can't mean person, whether they're so-called military or whatever reason have you. They give you a believable reason that they will not be able to move this relationship offline.
Well, we live in an age that we can do these video conferences, but that's just not enough. You want to meet these people in a safe way, and you just want to make sure that they're legit, because you can think that you're talking to someone and they show you a picture of one person, and then in all actuality they could be quite the opposite. So you want to just say, hey, I want to really want to meet you for a coffee or anything like that. But what we're seeing also is that these people have this gumption that, all right, they tell this sad story, they get you hooked, and then next thing you know, a tragedy happens and I need money. Or they say, if you really want to meet me, send me money so I can, fly out to you or Uber to you, or however to travel to you if you want to see me bad enough. And what people are falling victim to is that say, yes, I want to see you. I want to see you. So whatever you need, if you need flight tickets here, and they give away, again, personal information, credit card information. And then the story comes, oh, the flight was canceled, which, sometimes can happen, but you could go online and see, okay, I purchased this ticket for this flight and this person is not there, or they said the flight's canceled. I'm seeing that the flight just landed an hour ago. Or you say I give them a gift card and they use that money, but you never end up seeing them. So we always tell people, just encourage to meet in person. Tell your friends, tell your family members that, hey, I'm meeting this person. What do you think? Is their story too good to be true? They're telling me that day one they meet me, day two they're professing their love to me, day three they're already saying that their mother is in the hospital and need money for emergency reasons. So the best thing to beat these romance scams is making sure that people are aware that they're participating in a romance scam.
Yeah, certainly. We talk about these scams really people finding themselves out of thousands and thousands of dollars. Just last week, we learned the FBI was investigating an instance of romance scams just in Atlanta, the FBI division here in Atlanta, of a romance scam involving someone from Nigeria. So we talk about how real this is and how common they are. Let's talk a little bit about spotting, or when you get that suspicion, how should you go about either confirming it's a scam or reporting a possible scam or what you believe is a scam?
So if they contact you too much, they're constantly, hello, good morning, beautiful, or hello, sunshine. They're just, the love and the intensity just feels too real to be true. And so that's one motive. You want to see about grammar and punctuation and spelling. They say that they're here in Atlanta, but they spell Atlanta Hotlanta. Do we really do that? And so you just want to, look out for the just small, what people would consider like, oh, that's just how they spell, or oh, that's just how they talk. No, you really want to make sure that, they're using the same lingo that you would use. If they ask for money very quickly, that run for the hills. If anyone is asking you money after day 3 of just knowing you, then you don't disconnect, don't contact, block, do whatever you have to do, but don't engage in any further conversation. And I always tell people, like, just, again, share with your friends, say, hey, I met this person. What do you feel? If you were in my situation, what would you do? And again, some people would be like, no, this is a red flag, and tell you why. But again, you can always go to, BBB scam tracker and put in our new feature of putting email, phone numbers, and you can see if that person has already been reported. If you can see that, hey, I reached out to this person via this app, and they, told me that their sister or sibling is in an emergency. I gave them money, and then all of a sudden I didn't hear from them. So you just, want to do your research.
And that is a great tool, especially for those of us that don't want to confront the possible scammer if we're not sure whether they're scamming us or whether that you are finding yourself in an authentic online relationship. So that tool, again, is available on the Better Business Bureau website. Make sure you use it. I've tested it out myself. It's a fantastic, easy to use tool, and it has information that could save you just thousands of dollars. Simone, thank you so much, as always, for your time. All of these tips that we've talked about are going to be on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. I want to make sure I'm not leaving anything out. Any final love day scam tips, advice, thoughts from you?
I just wanted to say one more thing is the email about your credit card not going through. So you went to a website, you purchased flowers, candy, etc., and you receive an email warning that the gift or your flowers are unable to be delivered because there's a problem with your credit card. Make sure that you actually call that company, because we know that scammers can spoof that email, and all they want is you to re-enter your credit card information. And once you do that, you already given up your banking information. So just be mindful if you're using a delivery service and they send an email, call the company directly.
Yep, exactly. Very well said. We're talking with Simone Williams with the Better Business Bureau. Thank you so much again. Make sure you check out our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. All of these tips, that link to that scam tracker, check it out. If you think you or a loved one are a victim possibly of a romance scam and other types of scams, that's going to be your best tool out there.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.